Hi guys, Berry Babe here checking in. I'm out the back of the trailer, got the little tripod up on the bicycles, which I was on exactly once, no, twice, but huffing and puffing, just on a small grade. So I have some building stamina to do. This campground's a lot more hilly, so yeah, we're not even getting him off. That's sad. Rick only made it on his bike once. We're old, we're out of shape. Our neighborhood is hilly, so I don't know if we're gonna get out, but I got that bike in the basement I need to get back on. Hopefully soon I'll be off the HCG and maybe I'll start exercising even on the HCG if I'm down where I need to be. Anyway, the powers that be have a sense of humor. Today I was down 0.1, so my weight is 150. Now, if you remember, I said that I would probably cheat some when I hit the 140s. That was at 8 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, by then I'd had some Diet Jello and water. Not a lot of water, but I had a very successful visit to the bathroom, so to speak. And I just had to get on the scale, 149.1. So I have been accused of being full of shit this morning. I could not have denied it. I sent Rick to the McDonald's to do Wi-Fi so I could do my vlog. I was having a slow morning. I'm doing better at getting to sleep earlier, but I'm still getting up several times to go to the bathroom. I'm drinking a lot of water, but that urgent, gotta go is slowing down. You know, they say once you're well hydrated, you lose that urgency. So that's a relief. It's not every hour, it's every couple hours, but that's nothing new. I want to make this short because the library's not open tonight. It closes at 4 and we're going into town. I'm doing laundry and Rick's going to a Chinese buffet. He can find enough things there to eat that he can stay on his MOP, which is higher than, the other day I said he's on H2O. Well, he's drinking a lot of water, but he's on HCG 2.0 in terms of probably he's in deep ketosis. I haven't tested him because he's just really not interested in that stuff. He's losing, average, I don't know, 3 pounds a week, 4 pounds a week. Some weeks not much, and other weeks it's almost 5, which is okay for him. He's down over 60 pounds and he's tickled. But before we go to the neighboring town, which is about 30 miles away, I'll stop and upload this. So, yeah, today is Friday, and one day is the same as the rest. It makes a difference in terms of the campground is always full to capacity Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've got 2 young couples across, we've got 4 young people, 2 boys and 2 girls. I don't think they're couples because the body language to me says we're 4 geeks out on a camping trip. They've got one big tent. The girls spend a lot of time in the car reading or listening to music, but there's no touching, there's no indication that there's any special things going on. It's a large tent, but by the time you roll out 4 sleeping bags, they'll be pretty cozy. Last night, I always take my shower late. I like going at night. I don't like to run into people in the bathroom. It's awkward. I don't know why. But on the way past their tent last night, there was loud snoring. So I know one person in that tent got some sleep. I don't know about anybody else. So for the most part, we really like privacy. This campground is nice. Not as nice as the one in Niceville in terms of space and foliage between, but this particular campsite, which is the 2nd year we've chosen it, you have enough greenery between the two campsites, but across from us there's a small campsite, and most often it has a tent or a small trailer on it. And I have to admit that I do like to people watch. When we're in a place where we're totally autonomous, there's nobody to watch, and it's actually a little boring. So while I don't like to be totally exposed all the way around, I do like to have a little bit of, I like to watch. We don't really get to know people heavy duty because people are in and people are out, and there's no communal atmosphere. You talk to people as they're walking by, and you go by and you see if they're from Michigan or where they're from, or if they have a lot of R-pods out, and quite a few of the A-frames, they come up like this. But I've been online looking at those A-frames, and they're just as expensive as another little trailer, but it would be easier to pull. So I've been having fantasies about a new van, but I've also been having fantasies about our old beat-up van. If he just took all the seats out, could I live in it for a couple months? I don't know. I could rough it, but that's really roughing it. This time of year down here, there are very few days where, well, we haven't turned the air conditioner on at all. So I guess I don't have to worry about being too warm in the van sleeping. But yeah, I don't know. When I drive it, it's like up like this, and I run over curbs and stuff, so I definitely would have to get better, and I can back it up, but I'm not real good at it. But the thing about the motorhome is that when you motorhome, I'm dreaming, aren't I? The van is that, or when you have a motorhome, when you camp, if you want to drive to the grocery store, you have to unhook everything and go. Now, in the van, I probably would only have an electrical cord to unplug, and I could just move chairs and things away. In a state park, I don't worry about people walking off with your stuff too much. So yeah, continuing to have a good time. You can see the sky is pretty today. It's actually that Florida blue sky that's gorgeous. And this is out the back end of our campsite. So having a good time. I did get one puzzle together while I was here. It had 750 pages. Now I'm working on one that's fireworks, and it's going to be a challenge. And as usual, I don't think I've gotten all the flat pieces out. I touched every single 1,000 pieces, and I still think I left at least a solid third of them in the box. So it makes it a little hard to put the pieces together. So I did have one more cartoony kind of one delivered here. When you're someplace long enough and you've got Amazon Prime, it gets here in pretty much time. But the last one I did was a cartoon one, so I thought I would do the fireworks and then go back. Because I think the cartoon one, it's places in the United States, and it's like Mount Rushmore and Statue of Liberty and that sort of thing. And the pieces are tiny and really thick, but I think it'll go fast because there's not a lot of gradation. When there's gradation, it's like you don't know exactly where it fits in. I have butterflies, and it's like I can separate out the butterfly colors, but then you have to get them tilted the right way, and it just was more than I could handle. And last year I bought some cheap ones at Walmart, and one was paint cans, the tops of paint cans, and India jewel Easter eggs. I probably should have done the Easter egg ones. The Easter egg one I haven't tried. The jeweled one, the paint one, I tried, and it was like too much. Too many colors all the same. The fireworks aren't too bad because they're different colors, and they're different, some are very tiny, fine line, and some are fuzzy. So we'll see how that goes. I started out doing puzzles because my husband didn't want to do anything. He would just lay around, and I got bored just laying around. And now I want to do puzzles, and he wants to get out and do something. So we drove around and around yesterday. We ended up going up through Foley again because, did I talk about that? Tried to get to a different place. I feel like I have. Kept getting into dead ends and things. So we ended up going way around, and it just wasn't the same. So I think next time we'll spend more time in Niceville because the Henderson Beach was so nice. I vaguely remember talking about that. Anyway, I'm at 10 minutes and I wasn't going to talk long, and it's going to take a while to upload this at the library. So the library is open in the morning tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get a chance to vlog or upload. It is closed on Sunday. I don't know. If I have amazing results, then I may have to find someplace to upload. I'm not, point one today, I'm not anticipating any large whooshes again. This is where I get the big ones in the beginning if I behave. And usually I have a hard time behaving the first few days lately. So, I can do 1 or 2 pounds, but these huge 16 pounds and 4 VLCDs with no loading is where I'm at right this morning. So given that I'm down a pound already, I'm hoping to see at least a pound down tomorrow. And I would be in the 149s. Anything down, I'll be in the 149s, and I'll be pleased. So, oh, squirrel, really, squirrel. I'm not kidding. And the other campground, they would come right up on the table. They were very, very, had a friend, and we were in DC at a McDonald's that was a trailer, and it was just off in one of the kind of alleyways, although they're not really an alleyway, on the mall. And the table was right up to a half stone wall that was then grass and trees and shrubs, and the squirrels were so busy and they came right up to your food. It was scary. So anyway, so much for short videos. Bye for now, guys.